Hi friends, in your previous tutorials we have understood how to develop the connector connecting to SQLite database and running various queries. We have used a query window also. To further understand the SQLs and language, structure query language and others, it is better we should have a command on the select query. So here are 20 questions we will try to solve with using the select query. So this will give us the confidence, and the same student table we will use. Let's see that. There is a small change here. We have added, now we are displaying number of records found. Once the result is displayed, number of records found also we are displaying. Now for that we have converting by using fetch all, converting the record set at the cursor, getting a list and then looping through the list. Earlier what we are doing is directly we are looping through the cursor. You may ask that then why you can use it also, that same one to get the lane, why to create another list here. The reason is all the cursors are in forward motion only. Once you get the length of it, it will not come back for looping. So because as per the standard, cursors are in forward, move in forward, so it will be pointing to the last record only, so we can't loop it. That is why we are just collecting the list here and then using it. So now when you run a query, we'll get the number of records found. Here is our connector. We have developed it and all the tutorials you can see previously. So this is in the first part we have discussed. Now I am connecting to SQLite database. So my underscore db. So now it is showing me all the tables available and the query window is active because I am connected to a database, SQLite database. So let me open the query window. Now in this query window I will try. So this all we had discussed in part 2. Also we had discussed how the query window is executed, and part 3 we have used this some SQLs. Now we'll further continue with. Now you can see, let me just click this select query. So I got a sample query here. The table name I will change it to student. Okay, now let's submit it. Now you can see here at the top I am getting number of records found. This we have added in this. So now all the records are displayed. Now we'll go for the first question, which says display all the records which have a even ID number. For your information, this table is what I am getting, is structure is here. You can see the first one, this is ID, next one is name, this is the class 4, 5, 6 like that. This is the mark column and this is the gender column. So we'll this is a simple table with 35 records. You can all create everything, you can do it. So now let's run our query to get the ID even number, the students who have the even number IDs 2, 4, 6. For that we'll use a mod function. Mod, it gives us the remainder of a division. So if it divides two numbers, then the remainder, if it is 0, then it is perfectly divisible. So we'll say where ID, this is the symbol for the mod, ID by 2 equal to 0. Okay, this condition I am just adding and submitting. Now you see 17 records we found, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, so I can give, okay, give me what divisible by 3. Now let me just change it. 3, 6, 9, 12. You can see these numbers. These are all divisible by 12. So there is another way of writing this mod also. I can write it like, I can write it like this: mod, then ID column and divisible by 2 equal to 0. Let's see, this way also I can write it. Fine. Now you can see this 2, 4, 6, 8, all this thing. You can keep on changing this. This will be many times, this will be useful in when you are developing application. Okay, next question will go. Display all students of class 4 in the order of their mark from highest to lowest. So where first we will write it here, where our class equal to 4. So the SQL is not whatever MySQL reads. It's not necessarily should be in means uppercase or lowercase. I can write this C as class also. It will, because it's a column. But here one within the quotes I have to maintain the case sensitivity, because here if I'll write 4 lowercase, then because my column headers are in like this, so you take care of this. Within, if it is within the quotes, then take care of the case. Uppercase is uppercase, lowercase is there, because that is case sensitive. Okay, where class equal to 4, order by, sorry, I will write it in uppercase, order by This doesn't make any difference. I can write it by also. Order by, but you see that some database don't allow that, and particularly column name has to be in uppercase for Oracle database. But here SQLite, MySQL, it's not a problem. Order by our mark, and we will say because highest to lowest, so DESC. So descending order. Let's just run this and see. Here it is. Or our class 4 are displayed, highest is 88 here and the lowest is there. If I'll remove this one DESC, then it is ascending order, ASC. So by default it is ASC, so I am not mentioning. Then it is from 55 to 88. 88 is the last one. All students in the order of their name. So of class 4. So here we'll change it, order by mark. Instead of mark, we'll just give the name column. So name, and let's run it. So you can see A, B, C, all the name column you just see here. Sorry, here you see A first, then B, then G. So it is in this order. If I want to reverse it, then I will say DESC. So let me submit this. Now A has come at the end. Now we'll display in two columns. The order will be maintained on two columns. First class and then the mark. So this will remove this, order by class comma mark will remove. So first the class and within the class the mark. So let's submit this. Oh, so sorry, I missed where I will remove this, where I should not use, because there is no condition here. So you class 8, 5, 5, 4. Now once the 4 starts, you can see 55, 55, within the 4 all are there. So here you see 9. Class 9 starts here, class 9 again. So within 9 first 18, then it increases. Class 7 there are more records. Okay, class 7, here you see 55, now again class 7, 55, then 69, then 78. So like that within the class, now the based on the mark. So you can see all class 8. Now the mark also, we will let us put it DESC. Submit. So within the class it starts from the top because 8 only one record is there. Class 5 you can see it starts from 85, then 78, then 75. Next is class 4. It starts with 88, then it slowly reduces. So here it is class 4. Within class 4 based on mark. Display all students who got mark more than 50. So that's a where clause, where mark is greater than 50. So submit. Yeah, all marks more than 50. I think 34 records. One is less than 50. You can increase this limit and see also more than 80. Let's see how many are. Yeah, this is the 15 records are more than 80. Now between, where mark, this is the next question actually. Mark between, let's say 60 and say 80. So this is 60 and 80 both are included, where mark between. So now you can see all 60 is here, you can see 60 is there. Anybody 80, no mark is there, but if it would have been there, it would have included in this. So this is between 60 and 80. Next question is display all students whose name starts with A. So this is a different concept. We'll learn about like, where, name, like. Now here we can use the concept of wildcard, where name like under quotes starts with A and percentage. This means first A, next anything is allowed. So matching with A and anything. So this is will give me starting with A. Let's see what's the output is. You can see all names where first char is A is displayed. So this is how the now we'll use this. This is a very useful command. So you can learn that. Okay, next is display all students whose name ends with H and N lowercase. So here what I will do, I will just change this. It can start with anything, ends with HN. So this is the command. You just see the wildcard, it has come to left side. So it can start with anything, but while ending it should be HN. Let's see. So see here, all Johns are picked up. See, HN is ending with HN. Next question is display all students whose name has John at any location. So here like we'll say John and here I will make it. Okay, so it can be in the, not necessarily that it should be at the starting or at the ending, anywhere it is. See, okay, this is at the starting, this is at the ending, and here you can see it is in between. So all the combinations are picked up here. So next question, display all students whose name starts with A or starts with B. Fine. So starts with means we'll put A, then we'll remove this. It starts with A or name like now again starts with B percentage. I should end the course. So it can be starts with A or it can be start with B. Let's see this. Okay, you can see all the names which starts with A are, or here you can see lot of B's starts with B's are also there. Display all students whose name ends with A or ends with B. So now here ends with, so we'll put A at this side, or name like we'll put ends with A or ends with B. So let's submit it. Sorry, let's click submit. Yeah. So here is one. You can see here A and one B is here. So both whatever ends with A and ends with B. Note that this is a learning here is that this is not case sensitive. How we will make it case sensitive? We'll see that also. Question 12. Display all students whose ID is more than 10 and second digit is 3. That means we should display ID 13, ID 23, ID 33 like that. So for that one more concept we'll learn, where first we'll make it where ID is greater than 10 and I'll make it uppercase because it is part of the query. ID is greater than and ID like. Now here we'll instead of this we'll say underscore and 3. What does this mean? This okay, rest of the things let me remove. This means the first digit can be anything. This actually the percentage represent any combination of string. It can be more than 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. But here underscore means one character matching only. It can be anything. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, anything. But the next character must be 3. So what happens? Let's see the output. See what happens here. You can see this has 13, 23, 33 has been picked up because the second char in this is 3. Say in your credit card you must be seeing that the last 4 digit, because you have a fixed format. Say whatever the 16 numbers are there or whatever numbers are there, but last 4 digit must be 1, 2, 3, 4. So there you can use it, this concept. Question 13. Display all students whose name starts with A and ends with N. Okay, we'll do this, but it has next question has importance with this. Starts with A. So where name like starts with A means A percentage wildcard I have used, and starts with and ends with N, and name like ends with N means I will have a percentage here and I will write N. So like names like A starting with A and ends with, fine, let's just see. Yeah, only one matches because you can see here it starts with A and ends with N, only one combination. You can just change the character and see that what are the other records it picks up. So the next question is display all students whose name starts with A but doesn't end with N. So that's the purpose where and name here will say not. If I'll say, let's see what happens. here it is, not like percentage n. So here it starts with a, but some other, it ends with some other thing. So it is other than the n. Suppose what happens if I'll remove this part. So it's and name not ending with this. So control X, I just removed it. Let's see. Yeah, one more is coming because it's this C. This is n is there. So it is not picked up in the previous query. So 3 are there. 15th question, display all details of the student having highest mark. Say his name, name and class and all this you have to display. So first let's see what's the maximum mark. Select, we are using max functions, mark from student. Now what happened, this will display me the mark of it. So I'll just see, this is 96. See here, it is a 96 is the maximum mark. So but now what I will do, I will display the, I will write one more query. Select star from student where mark equal to, here what I will do, I am just for understanding, I am putting it equal like this. So what happened, there are two queries actually. Select star from student, DESENT from student where mark equal to, now the maximum mark is picked up from here. So that, let's just see that. Here it is. 33, the name 6, 96 female, the details of this. Now you may ask me, what will happen that if there are two people are having 96? Now then both the records will be displayed. So you can use again order by what basis you want to rank number 1 and all. It's subsequent to that you can add the query. 16th question is display the student having second highest mark. Okay, here in the previous, in this also we could have used the order by. In fact, you have earlier checked, so we are not seen that way. We are just using this. Now we want to go for second highest. So you know, select here we have to go for order by. So select mark from student order by mark DESC. Now we are selling limit starts from 1 and return me 1 record. So what happened, the mark will be returned which is the second highest. So now let's just submit this and see. Remember the highest mark was 96, it was here. So now let's see what happens here. Now it is here 94. Here it is. So that is come. Suppose the third highest you want. So start from 2 here. 90, third highest. So like this you can display, or even you can use the directly this select star, this particular one you can just run this also. So I can, that is using the order by. Now this math functions, whatever we are using, no, max, mean, there are many things. What is the average mark of a class? We'll see if that we can cover it up. Next we'll move. 17th question, display the 5 students who secured lowest mark. Fine, so we'll go for the order by. So let's remove all this. Select star from student order by mark DESC limit. Limit you start from 0 and 5 records, but lowest mark we are looking for. So if we, this is will not work, we'll go for ASC. Okay, by default it is ASC, ascending order, but let's see what happens. Okay, this one I have to remove. Now submit. Okay, here they are 19, 17, 18, 40. So lowest mark is 18, 54, 55, 55. So 3 are in. So this is how we'll get the from the lowest mark based on the mark. 18th question, display the students whose name starts with A and got more than 60 mark. Okay, so name starts with A means we have to go for like command. Select for student. I will say where name like quotes name starts with A. So A, then wildcard percentage, fine. Second condition, and mark is more than 60. Okay, the condition says more than 60. That's all. Let's see what is the output. Only one. Starts with A and got 85. Now if I lower this limit, I may get something more. Let's say 40. Also I get, yeah, some more numbers are records I am getting. Here you can see two more records are added, but all are starting with A. You can see the name column here starting with A. Display the students whose IDs are within certain 12, 14, 13, 9 and 6. Some numbers list is given. So this is our question 19. We'll try that. Select from student where, this will remove, where ID in. You just see this, what is 12, 14, then 13, then 9 and 6. So let's see. So this is the way we can use what this is to learn the command in. Let's see. Here it is 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. All are here it is. You can see all these are there. The 20th question or our last question, display all the classes in student table. What I mean is unique classes. So we'll use select distinct. This command will pick up the unique class, distinct class from student. There is no condition we are attaching. Just like that. Let's see what happens. See here. 4, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 8. So whatever is there, it is the distinct picks up the unique names from that. So you can suppose tell me how many against each number, how many say each class, how many students are there. So for that you have to use group by. Okay, that is not included, but just let's try that also. Select, I am just making it select class. Then I am saying count. Count is it will count either the ID or all the records. I am giving specifying ID. Select count ID from student group. This is the another command. So I'll group by class. See this will give me what it gives. It gives me how many students are there in each class. 8, class 1, 5, then 4, class 4, 9 students, then class 9, 2. It gives me the number of students in that. It has lot of applications. Your then math group by you can use what is the average mark, what is the standard deviation also you can find. Many commands are there. That we will see some other query commands, and this is what we have actually our own connector we have developed, and it is useful to learn basics select query. So it will be useful. Practice this queries, the question, everything, the URL is there. You practice this and download that entire question set and all. Further more questions are also there. So you can download them, and the URL is at the description. If you have any question, suggestion, ideas, put it in the comment section. Accordingly, we'll improve our script, and I'll request you please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you will be notified as and when we upload new tutorials. We frequently do that. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel.